Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 1Game1Life. My name is Typo, and this is Crusader Kings 3 with the Argead Dynasty Part 27. And I've got a couple huge comments from Niko, either Sime or Sime, sorry. I think it's Niko Sime, but let me know if I'm wrong. Could be Niko Sime. And if it's Niko Sime, I apologize. But Niko Sime left a comment saying, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you want someone else when you could just keep everything by making this next person your successor? I mean, they're right. I know Zene is better than him, but actually Serapion is pretty dope. Yeah, he's got a sinful greediness to him, but his justness counteracts his greediness. And ambitious isn't bad either. Like, he's a bit of a drunkard, but I could definitely see ourselves playing as Serapion, to be honest. His kids are fine, but that might work. Also, something someone said, a huge comment from Kristopher, the madman, said if you have whole of body and you know you're gonna die a year ahead of time, you can just, when you know there's a year left, you can just wait a couple months and then give it to your designated player heir so that he can't inherit anything because it's not there to inherit. Absolutely madman genius idea, which will work at first. It won't always work. Once we have more than one empire, granting an empire to someone else will make them their own individual, so to speak. So it wouldn't work in the long term, but for this immediate future, it kind of would work. Like, there's nothing stopping it from working in the immediate future, so that's very interesting as well. Man, Serapion, your kids did not get your traits, did they? It's because she has nothing. Damn. That's a bummer. Okay, alright. Your son and cousin? Oh, God. Oh, God. Sergio's pretty good. Ray would be an interesting ruler. That would be really cool. She's working on the way towards Blade Master. Love that. Irene. I hate Lover's Pox. Andros would be very promising as well. Yeah, there's definitely possibilities here. Definitely. And, if we go back to this. Eudokia only has one kid. That's my cousin, though. That's not my kid. Huh. Interesting. How do we have what? Interesting. Yeah, everybody's got a good handful of kids, don't they? Fair enough, I guess. Because we're not going to be able to change this to high partition for a while. So we've got a couple options now. We're still in poor health. We don't have a long time for this. So I'm going to vote for Granicus II de Argead. And because I don't want to, we could disinherit him so that Serapion takes over. Who honestly would just be better, let's be honest. In just about every way. Wow, he really would be. Maybe we disinherit one more kid. Wow. Can you get disinheritor twice? We already have that. Another 150 renown is a bummer. That's 2.5 years worth of renown down the drain. But if we did that, Serapion would be next in line. And Serapion looks great. Even though his kids are meh. But so are his, so it's all the same, really. Man, it's a shame he died, huh? Man, even his kids aren't that good. There we go. Why did the kids lose so many traits? I'm just saying. Meanwhile, Zene has some great kids. Alexandros has great kids. I know we're doing a lot right now. I know that, but let's go by. Wanted to go by age. Bunch of dukes up here. Okay. Alright, looks like Alexander and them aren't eligible. Your great-granddaughter, Duchess Georgia. Yeah, a mess. I hate the Lover's Pox a lot. This would at least get Lover's Pox out of the hierarchy, you know what I mean? So there is always that. Alright, let's go ahead and start doing something so we're not boring you to tears. And let's... So Byzantine Empire are way in debt. They have no allies. They can't stop us. So we're going to go ahead and take the Kingdom of Epirus, I think, to try to exploit the fact that they're not ready for us. And it will make our borders make a little bit more sense as well. So if we take that there, our borders make a little more sense. Then we just need to take this duchy next time. So let's go ahead and make sure we're ready for that, and then we can make it happen before we continue in Africa. No, we need to wait 5 months anyway, so let's wait 5 months. Good, good. Cadmia is also a big advocate, apparently. Granicus, Amida, David. Serapion, could Serapion win the vote? If we tried. Could Serapion pull it off? I'm gonna vote for him 4 times, so we're gonna see if he can pull it off. If he can't pull it off, then it's not an option anyway. Indulgences from Mayor Alexea. Thank you. She gets rid of Fornicator for 150 gold. Whoa. It's just that easy. Now it's like she never did it in the eyes of the gods, apparently. He did do it. He was good enough that they were happy with him. Yeah, that's gonna take forever. Go ahead. And his will build up a little bit, I guess. Let me take a look at the vote score now. Ooh, I mean, he's barely winning. He's winning because we get the tiebreaker. Oh, he should have more coming in soon. Yeah. He should have more coming in soon. He holds that. Okay. Alright. That's part of its own thing, I guess. 40 more days, and then we can make a move on the Byzantine Empire. Take a kingdom from them. Good, like, 10 or... Looks like 10 counties, maybe? Probably 10 counties. Is this going to include Cephalonia? It might. It will! Ooh. I haven't kept track of that one guy's lineage. See if we can find him. To see if we can give him this land, possibly. If they're still with us. Let's do it. Declare war. And he's way in debt, so he's got a huge war penalty to pay, too. Like, oh my god. I say that every time, but it's so loud when I first turn it on. Because everything else I do has a lower volume than this game. I don't know why this game is so loud by comparison. No idea. King Louis won against your other neighbor, King Louis. Okay. Lotharingia won against France for the county of Cambrai. Really? Lotharingia beat France for a county. That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him. Wow, Lotharingia is crushing it. Lotharingia always crushes it. I wonder why they're so good. Alright, everybody, join hands. We're doing this. Here they come. Spouses impiety impresses the Basilius. You gain 20 opinion of you for 10 years. That's incredible. God, I love me so much. What the hell is that? Galura. Increase that trade port to fishing net weavers. Thank you. Alright, with Serapion taking over, that changes things. Zene is still winning the Duchy of Sardinia vote. So let's vote for Serapion for that as well. Okay. Attack. Go get them. Let them know. They have a huge debt that they have to fight through. They're doomed. Absolute. Wow, we're actually a better leader in combat than Ikaterin. Really? And we have 18 prowess. We can protect ourselves while we do this. Because remember, we get a. Never mind. I was gonna say we get a +5 bonus just for being the leader, but no, that's alright. Go back to Ikaterin. That's good. All good. Alright, Leonidas is swayed. Good. We need to work on that one. Wipe him out. +29. They have 1 year in debt. Really? They're way more than 1 year in debt. That's a lie. Wipe him out in one battle here. Oh, we're not going to do enough damage. Good damage, but not enough damage. Kyriak imprisoned Countess Rodin. Oh, we did! We got it! Whole army gone. And we captured the Basilius! Quickest war of all time! Wow! To the hysterical High Priest Granicus II, may your years be short and miserable. Oh my goodness! That is so fantastical. Wow. Yeah, I mean, if I disinherit Granicus, that clears it all up, and Serapion can take over. Granicus the Third is who we would have been. Wait, no way. Who? He takes over? Why? Are you kidding me? I thought we finally had a decent plan and now he gets everything? My grandson from a dead dude? Why? God, this succession crap is garbage. I'd never understand it. I do not understand it. Let me give him all this and see how he does. Worst case scenario, it's going to an Argead, right? No big deal. It'll still be alright. Create this title. And he can have the Duchy of Sicily. That's no worries there. Alright, Helios, if I give you this, if I grant you this, all these counties and a kingdom, and a duchy, because I know you're going to be like, I want a duchy. Wait. Usurp. Is that more expensive? Yeah, that's more expensive. Let's not do that. Alright, worst case scenario, this is giving us some prestige. If I give you all of this, all those counties, I give you the Duchy of Epirus and the Despotate of Epirus. Oh my god. He's somewhat happy. We still lose everything. Son of a... We still lose everything. That's wild. That is just wild. We're gonna lose everything no matter what we do, to be honest. It does not matter what we do. That is so crazy. So we had some great ideas, and I really did think that the ideas would work. For sure. Unfortunately, doesn't look to be the case. Well, those were great ransoms. Wow. Well done, everybody. But yeah, it looks like no matter what we do, we're losing everything. No matter who we try to take over with. Sure, whatever. Empire of Olympus. Because there's no way this kid is, like, viable, right? Because we don't know when we'll pass. Because we won't have the whole of body in time. So Kristopher's genius plan won't work yet. Man, oh man. That is insane. Like, this could pop at any second. That's why I'm paused for so long here. We'd lose everything. Let me give this to Serapion. I can give him Rome for a little bit. Oh! Under partition, your realm heir, Prince Serapion, cannot be given a title he does not stand to inherit. No, Kristopher, it doesn't work. But that was a genius idea. I will give you that. It was genius. But yeah, I think all of our land is gone. I don't think we have any way of keeping it. What a bummer. There's absolutely nothing we can do here. We'll still own the entire empire. Like, we'll still have all of the empire. We just won't have any domain at all. Alright. I guess. Is what it is. We lose everything. Is what it is. We still have it all, just none of it's actually ours. It all belongs to vassals instead of us. Which is a really big bummer. We're ready in 4 months, alright? Receptive liege, I bring you rich gifts worthy of your majesty as a token of my goodwill and servitude. Show her in. Taking the knee. At last I bid the Duchess arise, confirming my satisfaction and Garaphilia's rights to the land she rules in my stead. Royal court at 10 again. We're still the third in the world because the Byzantine Empire, the Abbasid Empire has surpassed the Byzantine Empire. Would you look at that? We need one more baseline. Can we get one more court position in here? Just to get that one more in. Antiquarian. He'd be great. Go ahead. Infiltrators. It's come to my attention that some local commoners are moving to Milano, the capital of my vassal despot Leonidas. Locals, newly set or not, praising me should clearly do no harm. No, it's not worth it. Good. Faction race. Propose alliance. And it's gone, just like that. He didn't like it for very long, I guess. Olympus becoming more and more understandable on the map. Yeah, wow, real shame. Alright, if we're gonna lose all of our territory anyway, no matter what we do, let's go for the very best vote again. Some are still going for Xena. She is very impressive. Her kids are fine. Alright, let's vote for Xena then. It was a great... there were some great ideas out there. Like, some of you just absolutely nailed it on the ideas. I loved those. They didn't work out, but I still think they were genius. And I really do appreciate it. I really do. Now I know for certain that there's nothing I can do. So I'm not even going to sweat it. You know what I mean? If there's nothing you can do, there's nothing you can do. It's not worth sweating over. Alright, with Xena taken over, Serapion gets the Despotate of Sicily. We lose all that. Helios gets all that. I'll get rid of this being a, yeah, damn. I guess I'll keep it. I guess I'll keep it. No way. I was gonna say, you can start a scheme against your grandson? What? What? That seems wild, doesn't it? Oh, I see! He's the final child that it could go to. So if I disinherit one more time, it would still not work, wouldn't it? It would still be, like, freaking out. Am I correct in thinking that? Or am I wrong in thinking that? If I disinherited him, would it just go to this great-grandson? I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta know. Let's find out, I guess. Jesus Christ. I gotta I gotta... I gotta know. Now Serapion gets everything. Okay, back to Serapion. Hopefully this does still work. Now we would still lose Rome, which definitely sucks. Was trying to keep Rome, but we would keep our capital here? Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we would lose Rome, which is definitely a blow. Not what we wanted. But that could be way worse. Yeah, Rome brings in 6.2 gold and 466 levies. That's giant. Not as much as our capital or anything, but giant. It'll be sad to lose, but you know what? For all the difficulty we had, and all the renown we had to spend on this, we literally spent, like, what, 600-ish renown on this? And at this point, renown perks cost what? The next one's gonna cost 2750. So let's go high. No, we spent like 600. We spent like 600 renown, right? That's gonna put us back at 5 each. 10 years, if not accounting for all the other bonuses we get. 10 passive years of growth. That's annoying, but we can put up with that, I suppose. Alright, so we were losing Rome, but the rest of it is in order. Good. We'll take it. Honestly, I'll take it. Let's take Songhai. We're ready. He's got crazy good allies. That's a lot of allies. Hold up. Better target, maybe? Hold up. Wait a minute. And Ghana's kind of in the way as well. But Ghana would take a while. I don't know if we'll be able to win that war before Granicus II passes on to the other side, if you get my saying. I say we go for it. They can't stop us. Just kidding. We don't have the piety right now. That's why we weren't doing it. Duh. What am I talking about? Promote culture task is done. Hey! Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Good. We could take this, right? This is one county. Let's conquer this county real quick. This little eyesore in the middle of our empire. Y'all lucky you lasted as long as you did, to be honest. I mean, he's got allies, I guess, that can bring 2,000 in. A renowned armor. My lord, did you hear the news? My antiquarian Aldobrandino approaches me. Everyone recognizes High Priest Granicus II, secure Franconian male, which shines on the battlefield like no other and lets friends and foes alike know that an immortal hero walks among them. Excellent news. Franconian male gains renowned armor. +1. This armor has started gaining some fame from the many battles its owner has survived and won. That's so cool! So now it gives 7 prowess instead. Oh, that's actually sick. I mean, that's not the one we're using, but still. That's really cool. Yep, enemy ally joins war, that's fine. Alright, everybody, that's plenty. Stop gathering. Like, it's probably even overkill, but we'll take it for what it is, right? We got the onagers. Everybody's set. Go. I'm so glad we somewhat figured out the succession, to be honest. Real bummer about Rome, but you know what? I'll take the hit. No worries. I can handle that. Hunting ground, hound pens, good. And in Sassari, we're gonna build homesteads, good. I'm gonna get there first. Alright, let's show off a little bit, shall we? Homesteads in Cagliari and Tortoli? Nothing until the Burrs innovation is done, and this one can have hound pens as well. How long until we get that, by the way? Ooh, Burrs is coming! About 15 months for Burrs, 54 years for household soldiers. It's so close, though. Communal government in 25. Okay. Seek indulgence from Mayor Gennadios of Cephalou. And here's the battle. Thanks for coming. Some ransoms, perhaps? We can, for 30. We'll take it. 60 to 1120. Yeah. Ikaterine only had time to get 18 kills there. Usually she can get more than that. Alright, let's just get this war done, shall we? If I get the chance to siege, I'll probably just assault the fort. Separate the cataphracts, the house guard, the cataphracts. Yeah, separate the man-at-arms so that they don't die in the assault, but I'm gonna go assaulting right here. As soon as I get the chance. The chieftain of Kano was taken. Okay. Good for them. Oh, it feels so good. God! You're kidding me! Oh, I was just saying how good it felt to finally have a plan. You're kidding me. Zeus, how can you do this to Serapion? If I've sinned, why did you not punish me instead? He was blameless. He drank himself to death. My perfect son, life had so much more in store for him. Why did you drink yourself to death, my guy? Why would you do that? Life has never been easy, but it feels like the loss of my son, Serapion, has pushed me over the edge. I still remember him as a baby, so tiny, so fragile. Despite that, he survived, growing up, growing older until now, when he suddenly stopped. I had so many hopes for his future, so many things I wish to see, which now can never come to pass. Oh, I must press on as what he would have wanted. Frozen grief. A health penalty. No. Drunkard. Health penalty. No. Melancholic. Health penalty. No. Well, it's good to know that we're fucked no matter what. And a drink to forget. A tiny penalty. I guess. It's taken to the bottle and is continuously looking for its bottom. Jesus Christ. Well, now we need Duke's Theophanes to win. What a unit, though, I gotta say. I love his whole look. And he's 16. That's kind of sick. He's winning the Duchy of Sardinia vote on his own? Is that real? Oh, no. Never mind. Gotcha. I was about to say, what? Duke's Theophanes, my grandson. And Empire of Olympus Duke's Theophanes, my grandson. Well, that was a surprise turn of events, I won't lie. And he probably won't be doing trickster stuff for very long. But gregarious, arrogant, and just we can work with. He's fine, I guess. He's not a drunkard. He doesn't have lover's pox. Right now, I'm not very picky, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, Duke's Theophanes. Oh, they don't know what a catch he is yet. They don't know. See, they don't know. They don't know they'd be getting with the future Emperor. They don't know yet. Fools, all of them. Alright. Don't you dare change on me. Artifacts with low durability. That one's fine. 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 That one I will repair for 75. Yeah. Fine. Literally. And fine. Yeah. That's all whatever. Sure. Duke's Theophanes the Wicked. Leonidas. Ooh, Leonidas is a great steward. He wants a seat on the council, does he? Does he deserve one? Not really. Theophanes second doesn't compare. Justinos is pretty good at learning. He just doesn't match up to Despot Leonidas. We have Leonidas, Hyperion, Leonidas, and Ikaterine. There's 3 Leonidas de Argeads on the... And 2 of them are Despot Leonidas. That's funny, dude. Apparently the AI was just loving the name Leonidas. Absolute favorite for the AI. Well, we're having a lot of difficulties, let me tell you. Gwen is a skill is merely decent. No, I won't bother. Mayor Pavlina wants it. Go for it. Shame about our health. Exotic food is probably countering drunkard, but it won't be able to counter anything else. Mayor Stefania. There you have it. Learning lifestyle. There you have it. That's not going to get us very much, but we'll take it. Attentive care for 5 years. Ooh, really? It counters penalties. Okay. Hey. Sure. Already considering a proposal. We'll take it in a sec. May your humors rot in your living body. Leonidas was swayed again. That's good. Plus 98. Now he likes us. The county of Verbazna was taken by who? Bulgaria won against Croatia. Yeah, Croatia didn't stand a chance, did it? Those are not equal entities at all. Can ransom? Yeah. Alright, my heir better not be getting engaged to anybody that's not worthy. Oh, here we go. Now they know. Now it's kicked in how worthy... Oh, never mind. Are they serious? Do they not know that this man's about to, like, pop off? They don't know. They don't know he's about to be a Basilius of the world's... Literally the world's largest empire. They just don't know. Crazy. Okay, well... That did not go at all how I wanted it to. But we can at least build Duke's Theophanes from the ground up. His stats are very decent for someone who doesn't have a wife giving them stats yet. His learning lifestyle is not great, but he's just intelligent, gets him somewhere. We could do this. We got this. Now on to the next war, probably. We could take Rustamid. It'd be a kingdom level war to take that. We could also take a county right here. No allies? No allies. Take this county right here because it's free and it's quick. Yeah, we can go for it right away. Conquer the county. Mediterranean conquest for county? Would that give us... it costs twice as much. Returning prestige. Ransom accepted. Faction created. Good for you guys. No, I'm not doing this one. She's just decent. We're better than decent. Not happening. Alright, does that have the onagers? It does. Go ahead and stop gathering. Run it down. Honestly, we don't even need this half. No! My court artificer died! Damn it! And my antiquarian too. Dorothea, take over, please. Rest in peace, Aldebrino. You were old. I'll give you that. So we're missing 2 prestige, 2 court grandeur now. How do we get 2 court grandeur out down here? Okay. Katsarine would be a great master of the hunt or the great master of the horse. Master of the horse would give +2 grandeur and 8% knight effectiveness. Do that one. And then there we go. We're back up to where we need to be. That's going to be a slaughter, obviously. Couldn't disband that one. I probably should have just waited, but whatever. Because it'll take longer to disband in the middle of the war than it would at the end of the war. For whatever reason, if you disband after a war is over, it's just like instant. Aristarchos. Oh, man. It's a shame we can't take over as him because it just wouldn't work. Because of, you can't grant something that someone else gets through succession or whatever. My ward Aristarchos has come of age, and it is time he left my care. With sufficient tutelage, even a child that has displayed little natural inclination towards careful planning, such as Aristarchos, can come to truly understand its uses. Now it is harder to say, however. Everything that is tasked of him is done by others before he gets to it, and he never tells petty lies the way he used to. Perhaps he was not as clever as he seemed after all. Damn, he's so good at it that people don't even know he's doing it. Aristarchos has excelled as a master of intrigue, and the shroud of secrecy around him is second to none. Basilisk Katerine's contributions towards his education cannot go unmentioned. His lessons have given Aristarchus valuable knowledge for his future life. Damn. I'm gonna break that betrothal, by the way. I don't know why they're betrothed. Can I not? I would like to break that if I could. Until we meet again. Damn. So I can't, like, give him these things, then, is what you're saying. I can't, like, grant these titles? I could. Cannot grant your realm capital. That's fair. Okay, so that would obviously be a sticking point. But can I even vote for him? Like, is he eligible to vote for? Aristarchos. I don't think he is. Oh, no! Damn it! He was so impressive. I really wanted to. Son of Dukes David of Apulia. I could vote for Dukes... Oh my god, I could vote for Dukes David. Look at this man. Let's say we did this. Alright. And I granted him everything. I grant him everything other than the capital, apparently. I give him all that. And then I give him the Duchy of Latium. I give him the Duchy of Sardinia. Right? I give him all that. Not being able to give the capital is a problem, obviously. Oh my god. That's big, actually. I could do that. Let me see if it still works after I vote for him. He already owns the Duchy of Apulia, which is where? This little bit right here? Dude, you're way better than that. And he is a part of the Argead Dynasty. Let me open that tree. There it is! There are so many worlds I've yet to conquer, even one. High Priest Granicus of the Hellenic High Priesthood died at 92 years of age. He had all these kids, which have continued to have all of those kids. Look at this family tree in, like, 2 generations. Maybe 3. What a successful guy. 116 living members when there was only 1 114 years ago. Absolutely nutty. Alright, we can assault that. Split off the cataphracts. A lesson in lucre. My son Andros has just finished a lesson held by Hierotheos on the management of the treasury and the gold therein. Andros seems to have taken the lesson to heart with a reinforced sense of justice. He's constantly talking about how everyone from the highest Basilius to the lowest Chandler... Yes. Another just boy. We are great at having just children. In this dynasty. Alright, wipe it out. Son learned the Berber language. Interesting. Fishing net weavers in Olbia. Mayor Eliodora gets her forgiveness. Olbia. Okay, then we can get our hound pens in there. Good. There it is! Apulia's the new heir. Now that he is our heir here, can we, in fact, give this man everything except the capital? Oh, no, you can't do it while he's your heir. See, that's the secret. Okay. So, vote for someone else again. Vote for Theophanes again. Where's Theophanes? Whatever. Here. So. Now, as long as we don't die in a very unfortunate amount of time here. Theophanes, what are you good at? Learning? $15 learning. Because finding him in here is tough. There he is. Alright, so. Let's say that now I hand off all this stuff to David, which is a little risky, I admit. But I think a really good play. Hand him all that, the Duchy of Sardinia and the Duchy of Latium. Alright. Hand all that off except for the capital, because we can't hand off the capital, unfortunately. If we hand that off, and the Despotate of Sicily, because that just makes sense. That's what he has. Yeah. That will be transferred with titles as a vassal. Okay. He remains our vassal, gets all of that, and then we vote for him. God, this is risky. And then I vote for David. And we would lose Sicily, Cagliari. We lost patronage of the Holy Order. Yep, we'll get it back in a sec. And a bunch of stuff we care less about. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Kristopher, you madman. What an idea. That is so genius. We had to do a little workaround, but we figured it out. That is so wild. That works. Wow, wow, wow. 25 gold there. 25 gold here. And then we'll be able to end the war. That is so sick. Forced demands. So be it. Maybe sewn up alive inside the belly of a dead camel. That is a tough one to hear. Oh, this worked so well. We're gonna lose our capital somehow. I don't really understand that one, but we'll have to get it back. We'll have to take it back from them. But all we're losing is some African counties. And Cagliari, which has Iglesias in it. That's whatever, man. Absolutely sure. We got Burrs! Finally! Finally! Alright. You do not have the title Sardinia? Oh, we don't have the duchy. Oh, gotcha. Whatever. Sure. We'll have that soon. We can do that soon. Oh, ecstatic about this. That went really well. Finally, we got something working perfectly. Is this one county? This is one county. So is the... No, never mind. That's not one county. Just kidding. No, that's a whole thing. Culture's now fascinated by the royal prerogative innovation. Yeah, I should really pick my next one, shouldn't I? Royal prerogative can enact the high crown authority or absolute crown authority. Wow. Contributions would go way up. Vassals hate it. Vassals cannot declare war unless they use a hook. Rulers can designate their heir. That'd be so sick. An heir is a character that stands to inherit one or more titles. Every held title has an heir, determined by the succession laws of its current holder. When the current holder of the title dies... this might work, actually. That might be really good. Partition law would be better than Confederate partition law. Still equally divided, though. I don't think we need anything else that badly, so... Sure, we'll try this in case this is really good. 21 years, no problem. 53 years there. Alright. Sure. Let's do it. Is this... This is 2 counties, okay. Unfortunately, this is, like, weirdly split, which makes this an awkward take. Is Tibesti 1 county? Tibesti is a single county, yeah. That's losing to an uprising, no less. Yeah, because I did that disband earlier, I kind of messed things up. Bernardine, the county of Ohrid. Now belongs to the Byzantine Empire. They took it from Bulgaria. Why would you take that? And how did you take that? You lose everything you do. Olympus continues to grow. It's now 181 counties large. Granicus II, you had a fantastic run. Well done, sir. Well done. And then Prince Aristarchos got the duchy already? Damn, dude. Chillax. Why did you give it away already? You madman. Who did he give Roma to? Okay. Sure. That's a bummer, but alright. We're gonna need this crown authority. Let me use this. We're gonna lose +10 opinion, but titles can be revoked, vassals can be retracted. Pass that law. Yep. Alright, we're at limited crown authority now. My nephew was taken. Interesting. Restamede's also kind of awfully split up. Seek indulgences from Mayor Anatolios of Crema. Maybe we do go for Songhai. If he passes on, he'll lose a bunch of allegiances. Troubling translation. As I step over the threshold to my courtier Hisham's office, I find him bent deeply over a book. This translation of Galen is atrocious, he says with a sigh. If I were to follow these instructions, I am as likely to cure my patient as I am to kill them outright. Let me have a look. 100% chance he gets 2 learning and we get 300 experience. Buy you a better book. Look to the Sacred Chronicles for guidance. Let me have a look. There you go. So you can expose. Despot David has an extramarital affair with Duchess Cadmia. I should be mad at that, but I'm not. I bet they'd have a great kid. Neighboring ruler won war. Why am I still swaying you? I got distracted by something else, clearly. Romagna, I need to be... Look at this unit! He's frail. He's a frail giant. That's interesting. I love his mustache and beard hair combo. This guy looks great. Nice. Alright. Aristarchos is bringing it in fast. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Very soon, man. Very soon. To Sicily. Yes. Becomes Despot David's vassal. Go ahead. County of Rennes. France beat Brittany. I believe it. Yeah. The Norse, man. The English and Alba have crushed it, apparently. England basically has their whole kingdom. And more. That's 49 counties. I know it's deceptively small, but the counties in England are tiny, tiny. Look at this. Look at the size of England's counties, and without zooming differently. Alright. The same amount of zoomed in. Look at Africa's. Yeah. It's deceptive. Even France, like this. is 59 right here. And this is 49. These counties here are massive, so they're actually much bigger entities than they look like. Alba's 27, that's not bad. These are the big Norse ones. They're okay. And they're a Satru Gaelic, a different combination entirely. These are the real Vikings left in England. Sweden, boy, you're falling apart, aren't you? For the Kingdom of Sweden! Cheetah Snorri's about to take it. Whoa. Okay. Skane over here. She's crushing it. A Satru Danish instead of a Satru Norse. A Satru Swedish. A Satru Norwegian. This Gulam Pinsglog, whatever, finally split apart and is failing at long last. Man, Khazaria's got issues. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Alright, looks like we're ready to take a single county. It's a little awkward, but I'll take something else. I'll take something else. I'll take something else. Their allies aren't that strong, and the counties for Africa so far, at least, are much closer together. Much more doable. Where's the other two counties? Oh, they're over here. I was like, what? What do you mean 7 counties? Alright, let's do it. We might die in the middle of this war, but it'll be alright. 2 palfreys. Once we get enough piety, of course. Sheik Eastleigh of Heir has bestowed upon me a most gracious gift, a couple of well-bred palfreys, 1 mare and 1 stallion. My lord, my marshal-like Katarine beckons me over to the stallion. Look at these muscles and these hindquarters. This one serve well in war. So lords and ladies of the fort, and they both catch a good price. I'll train the stallion myself. You gain war horse for +1 prowess and prestige, 90%, and 150 prestige. Let's go for the grandeur. We really don't need any more prestige, I don't think. I'll try it. You gain the war horse. We can hold court again. I didn't know if we'd get another one of these with Granicus II. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors. Gesture for the first in line to approach. I'm faced with Leopold Godeshi's sad eyes, which grow larger and more pitiful as his mother, Duchess Rodelinda, gently ushers him towards my throne. Basilius, she laments, the boy has been at Leopold's court with no one to watch over him since the disappearance of his dear mama. Please look to his future. What can be done with such a child? He's a delicate, scarred child with 11 prowess despite that. Find him a home, I guess. Leon can raise him? What a beautiful dude. Yeah, I bet people are interested. I'll find him a home. The man who approaches my throne is clearly a commoner. My lord, he begins his speech. I represent the local community of Cagliari. My capital, good. In the last few months, our cemeteries have been plagued with the disappearance of bodies. All have been dug up and left no trace. At first, we feared wild animals or obscure powers at work, but then your own court physician... Oh, yeah. Cut it off. We do this one every time. My granddaughter, Dorothea, approaches me with a spring in her step. My liege, Dorothea says, full of excitement, I have a great idea that can bring you either money or fame. You have amassed quite the collection of artifacts. We've seen this one as well. Paid artifact exhibition would bring 3% more monthly income and a court grandeur. Hostile artifact schemes will become more common. Yeah, go for it. Give them a glimpse of their glory. My business here is done. Alright, a little uneventful, but we'll take it. The war horse. Admiring the stallion that now follows my every command, I'm mused upon what to call him. Mythology is full of awe-inspiring names. Ooh. Boreas, the ancient Greek god of the north wind. Yes! That sounds awesome! Absolutely! All about that. We can extort our subjects again. Extort vassals for 5 years for 375 gold. 10 dread, 375 gold. Direct vassal opinion minus 10. Yeah. Yeah. Extorted vassals minus 10. Yeah. True. Alright, Italy's down to 52 realm size. It's getting more realistic. It's getting better, so to speak. Granicus II, I'm a little surprised you're still alive. The succession is prepared. A shame about Cagliari not being able to be moved. Cannot grant your realm capital, ain't that the truth? But apparently it can be taken from me in a weird succession rule. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. We're almost at 600 piety. 4 more months and we're ready. Courtiers are gaining traits, that's good. Yeah, this man's an absolute genius. Look at this, learning. I mean, he's gonna pop our innovation so well. I've run Cagliari to pay homage to you. Hey, Dukes Minicus of Ancona, who's also scaly. We got some scaly people out here. He brings forth his gifts of court and precious objects. I accept your generous gifts, Dukes Municus. Yes. Thank you very much. And we're almost back up to the renown we started this video with. Oh boy. Delightful. But we've figured out a succession trick. Just hand off everything. Thank you, Kristopher. They cannot already be up for succession for it to work. That's what we've learned. Know thyself. I mean, we might get there, apparently. We'll see. Two more months. And we make our move on Songhai. And maybe he dies first. I don't know. Right now he's defending in a different war as well. Mayor Ippolita, go ahead. Imagine paying 100 gold for 100 piety. Your grandson Granicus II was slain during the Battle of Magia. Damn. He was craven too. He has 50% less likelihood of dying in battle. That's unlucky, man. That's unlucky. He was barely strong enough to participate. Remember, we have only the strong culture. You have to be 12 even to be there. He was as weak as you could be while still being on the battlefield. Secret exposed. Secret truth is reached today. My vassal Count Strachios had an extramarital affair with his lover, Baroness Eulalia. Zeus will judge the sinners. And this is the disputed heritage child. Also Baron. Forever sworn to emptiness. Damn! That's kind of wild. She can't even have kids. That's crazy that she just randomly got that. I guess if there's a kid to get it, it's that kid. Sorry, Yulia, that's a tough hand you've been dealt. I won't lie. Is he gonna die? Smelly court, gross. Whatever, we can handle him and his allies even if they're here. Let's go for it. Let's back up a little bit. I'm getting a little overzealous. And of course they gathered there anyway. Beautiful. The Abbasid Empire survived their tyranny war. Good for them. Oh my! They passed us. They're up to 195 counties. They surpassed us again. 31,500? Yo! What? Religious icon, he's exalted among men? Yeah, this Caliph Abdulazim Ibn al-Mutaz is absolutely insane, and what a fun name to say. Caliph Abdulazim, I said it right the first time. Caliph Abdulazim Ibn al-Mutaz. That's an awesome name. What a cool dude. I'm just impressed. Oh my god. That is so sick. They're famous too. That's what we're headed for. We'll be on their level soon, maybe. Yeah, their allies are jumping in here. Yep, neighboring rulers. Oh, won the war. Sorry, I totally missed whatever that neighboring ruler won. Whoops. Any of these the onagers? Here's the onagers. Okay, 3850 can go there. So let's get 2 more of these. And they can all fit. That's not 3850. Too much. Too much. There we go. Perfect. They can fit there. Then this 1863 can go north. 100 casualties. Okay, we can chill here while we gather up, I guess. Sure. And then we can go our separate ways once we have something working. Wonderful. We made it to 68. Does he make it to 69? The golden number. They're going that way. Interesting. Maybe in the capital we can get one big capture here. That'd be great. Duke's Leopold gained 25 opinion. Thank you much. We'll get those back. Seek indulgence from Lord Mayor Artemios of Looney. It's a fun name. Looney. Yeah, they're roughly equal in strength, though this one is a little stronger. You know what? Let's change what direction we're doing here. Let's send this stronger one up north, because that's where most of the enemies are. And then we'll send the siege one south. That'll work. That'll work. And then here we go. The siege of Gao is over. Hopefully we get a huge capture, but if we don't, it's not the end of the world. And boom. 38%. It's not bad. A military faction. Sicilian Hellenic Populists. Alright, guess I'm working on Syracuse here. He's got 10%. It would still happen even if we swayed him, so never mind. Owning the enemy capital, so none of them are, like, immediately relevant to the war. Alright, you guys can finally go here now, no problem. I like it. The counties are getting smaller. It only takes, like, a month now to get where you want to get to, which is way better than it has been, let's be honest. It's been way worse than that in the past. Way worse than that in the past. Neighboring ruler won war, good for you. Tyranny war. Tyranny wars usually don't matter too much. Here they come. We got a little bit of a battle coming up. We'll have our house guard, our cataphracts, H8, Heterier. I think they realized we're not backing off, and they've changed their minds. All right. Inspired moderation. Following the death sentence of a lowly thief, I asked my son Prince Andros what he thought. Claimed he learned less about not reaching for more than one can handle. Oh my goodness. Andros with the temperate as well? Oh my god, yes! Absolutely, Andros. You're crushing this right now. What a promising kid. That's my kid. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, well, she has no money. Oh, hold up. Still won't, even with the hook. Damn. There it goes. Is what it is, I suppose. Is what it is. I guess they're not going to stop us. There's only so many cross points. Like, I don't see a bridge on this side. It's all the way down there. 57% for getting on Songo. Now we'll get this. In about 2 months here. He made it to 69. Man, he lived at poor health for a while. We didn't have to worry about succession quite as much as I thought we'd have to. But that's alright, we figured it out anyway. How's the votes going? Is it comfy? Like, are we comfortably ahead? 12-2. Yeah, I'm feeling really good about that. I can't believe he gave away the Duchy of Sardinia. What an absolute idiot. Why would he do that? Now we're going to have to retract it back, and they're going to hate us for it. It's going to be tyrannical. Mayor Thekla of Rethymno. Alright, 77%. Let's go capture this one. Never mind, go get them, because they're going to try to retake their capital. And that battle score should help out a lot. Leopold swayed, good. Now we can work on this guy. Just in case you matter, let's sway you. Mayor Georgia Bellanzana. And the thing is, Songhai will still exist. Like, that's not gonna stop. Oh, we got 6,000 coming, okay. Come get it. We're ready. We're ready! I dare you to try! You outnumber us that much, but we got Cataphracts, we've got House Guard, we've got Katarine, a bunch of other really strong fighters with 302% knight effectiveness. I dare you to try. Across a river, no less. Our army supply is running low, they're in debt, so those will cancel out. Major river crossing is plus 20. 28 advantage going in. Yeah, wipe them out. Not enough damage to wipe out the whole army from existence, but enough to definitely easily win the battle. There it is. $30. Good siege, everybody. 460 to 1532. And of course, Katarine comes home with 149 kills, because why not? And there you have it, you child of a mangy dog. Wow, we crushed that, actually. Here, can you not take Cagliari, please? Can you take everything else? He already has the Duchy of Upper Burgundy. I can't just give that to him, like, nonchalant. I'll have to give it to somebody else, then. Somebody who doesn't have land, but deserves some. Does Katarine own anything yet? She is unlanded, so... Okay, Katarine, I'm giving you land. You deserve this. You deserve this. Congrats. Deserved. Oh, we are four counties away from making a second empire. I need to chill. Because then we'd have to win a whole different vote. So I cannot take more of Maghreb. I gotta leave Maghreb alone until our next transition over. Ooh, Gurma would be a great take. That's most of Gurma right there. We would get, what, 11 counties? We are nowhere near the piety needed for that, though. Damn. Damn. Could take these two here, right here. We have the prestige for that. But 13 months, now we'll be dead by the time we're ready for another war. Most likely. I'd be shocked. But he looks like he might make it, actually. I really gotta rush whole of body on everybody so we can do the handoff, like Kristopher was saying. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. One who scribes insists on writing such small symbols. I squint and try again. Nothing short of a miracle. With the aid of a stone of glass, even old men struggling with bad eyesight could read with ease. Oh my god, we've been recording for that long? Damn it. It's everything that's impossible to read. Just do it. I didn't realize we'd been recording this long. But I guess this is probably our way out right here. This is probably it coming up. I'll keep recording, I guess. We're going a little overboard, but I think I'll stick to it until it's over, so to speak. He's not gonna be able to afford the other one. Nope, he's got no money left. Yeah, it's gonna be another 10 months. That's not happening in time. He's going down. He's been in poor health for a while. He made it to 69. That's pretty good. Maybe even 70. Show Dukes Orson in. Thank you for the rich gifts. Bavaria won against Austria. Alright. A tyranny war. Accept your generous gifts, Dukes Orson. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. The Empire of Olympus appreciates your services. Would you look at that? We got Know Thyself. That's crazy. And it looks like it's not proccing? Does Granicus II have more time under his belt than I thought? Secret exposed. Despot Raphael and my vassal Duke Stephanes of having extramarital affair with my cousin Despotisa Zena. Zena, you're an adulterer! Yeah, so is my current heir, too, so who am I to say? The scandal. Now everyone knows. Y'all need to keep it in your pants. What's going on here? Why y'all gotta be like this? You know what? If I host a big feast, that could get our prestige up and maybe some other good things. The feast begins! A laudable effort. As the feast is underway, our guests are eating and drinking merrily. Dukes Leopold approaches Ekaterina at me at the great table. This is a marvelous feast. All my compliments to the hosts. I've done a great job, haven't I? Ekaterina deserves all the credits. Household efforts. There's no issue between guests in the court. Sorry, Ekaterina, I gotta take credit for this. Thank you. We suck like that. That wasn't very just of us, but we're impatient to get our prestige up. What can I say? What a good evening. We spoke all evening about all manner of subjects, and as things would have it, we seemed to have a lot in common. I had such a good time with her. Good, we're getting close to a friendship with our professional wife. Fantastic. I suppose that's for the best, huh? My guest apart. I have my wife Ekaterina to thank for much of its success, and I feel nothing but gratitude she sees the last of the few guests off. Until next time. And with that, we have enough prestige for our war. Tyranny. So what happens when they win? He spends 500 and he's deposed. Wow. You're in trouble, guy. Do better next time, I guess. I jumped the gun. Yes, I did. Boreas, trusty stallion. A renowned trader has approached me after hearing rumors of my mighty stallion, Boreas, and offers his service. All I ask in return is small compensation. He needs to be stronger, move more swiftly, and he's working on his endurance. One thing he's lacking is fierceness. Not interested. No. Just, it's the war horse. It'll be alright. Yep, I messed up. I goofed. Definitely goofed, because we gotta wait a few months anyway. The neighboring ruler lost war. Countess Constantine died in battle. Why was she even in the battle? Umar of Canum lost in the chiefdom of Bodeli. Okay, so this is Canum's losing territories all over. Canum became a bunch of different Canums, apparently. Interesting. Another loss there. That's tough. Yeah, they're looking awful. That's looking terrible. Expectations. You're always there for me, and I hope you know I'm grateful. My son, Prince Andros, approached me in a rare moment of contemplation. That's what it means to be a guardian, Andros. That's what it means. Damn it, Aristarchos got a wife that I didn't pick. Damn it, damn it, damn it. We might have to divorce that. No, he's gonna have kids that I don't want him to have. No! This is what I was afraid of. Damn it. Damn it. I had high hopes for Aristarchos. Very high hopes for Aristarchos. But because... damn it. He's such a unit with glee. I took Andros out to play with the bow, and to my surprise, he ran into a wounded doe. When he showed me the animal, its wounds were evidence of a slow and torturous death. Andros just smiled. This is just an animal. Keeps the trait sadistic. That's a weird turn on temperate and just. Good for him, though. Really good for him, actually. Ambitious and paranoid. That's a really good trait for him. Wow. Yeah, that worked out perfectly for who he's trying to be. Okay, Andros. You just turned things on a head right there. Wasn't expecting that. And here we go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Apparently, Granicus II is going to live longer than I expected by a decent portion. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving a like. If you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing. But either way, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Thank you so much to Niko and Kristopher for your advice. We figured it out. It's not perfect. We're going to lose our capital. I'm not sure what that really does to us. Aristarchos got the Duchy of Sardinia. Not sure how that's going to work other than just having to revoke it ourselves. It's not perfect, but it went pretty good. So thank you again so much. And he already has Whole Body. Oh, beautiful. See all of you next time.